Hey, 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 hello everybody. Happy Tuesday evening. It's Tuesday evening here. We are at Raincross Farms in the Makery, and I'm Robin. And behind, you can't see, but you'll probably hear behind the camera, behind the computer is my husband, Bill. And we are located just outside of Lewiston, Idaho. It's a beautiful day here, cold, but beautiful. And we hope you are having a great week so far. Thank you for joining us. We do all kinds of crafty stuff. And tonight is no different. We're currently on well, I am. He's just along for the ride.
What?
Happy wife, happy life.
Whatever.
I am currently on a 31 days of lives challenge in the month of January. So we're going live every night. Hi, Ken. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, hey. Welcome, welcome. When you pop on, say hello so we know you're watching. If you're new, please let us know that you're here and let us know where you're from. If you are watching us live, up in this corner, there will be a red box that says live. And if it's not there, then you're watching the replay. And we welcome you just as much. But please comment #replay so we know you were here. We can reach out and say hello. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Sissa. Hey, Patty. Both Patties are here. Yay!
Dawn's here.
Ken, you are not new.
You're old.
I'm not saying that, but
I am.
anyway, apparently I'm cheap and Ken is new. So there we go. Hey, welcome. Hopefully we can get Alana on. Okay, so if you are old-time Facebook Live watchers, you know the drill. We would love it if you would love our page, if you would follow us, and if you would sprinkle the page out to your page or to any craft groups that you're a part of. We would really appreciate it. That helps our business grow. Hey, Melissa, welcome. Hi again, Sissa. Second time watching, so we didn't completely scare you away, Sissa. That's good. We are we kind of have some of the same old faces, and so we get a little goofy here. So
Who gets goofy?
Well, I don't know. You were gone yesterday, so I was goofy all on my own.
So
Tell him.
Everybody needs
Thanks,
to say
Sissa. Thank you. Tell him that I did a good job yesterday after he had to leave early to go to a meeting, and I had to not only craft and talk, I had to read messages and push buttons and change cameras, and I survived. So thank you so much. Okay, so this was what we made last night. The structural engineer, who somehow has forgotten that he works for me, still needs to install this in my kitchen, but after the live, I did it so it's on both sides. Really cool. I love this transfer, and I was so excited. I mentioned because I had been planning on doing that project for months and months and months, and I went to do it, and I realized it was no longer available. The transfer was no longer available on the Chalk site because they when a new catalog comes out, they kind of put some things on hold. Sometimes they don't have a whole lot of inventory, and so they consider it retired. But I was so excited to see they have started between now and January 31st. They are having, Chalk Couture is having what they call Creative Kickstart. And so they have brought out 2 brand new transfers. I have not received them yet. So sad. And I think it's because I refused to pay. This is why Ken thinks I'm a cheapskate. I refused to pay the expedited shipping, which is like almost as much as the product itself. So I'm still waiting to receive those. As soon as I do, we're going to get to crafting with those. But in the meantime, you can go online and take a look at them. If you type Kickstart in the comments, my bot will send you a link, and you can see the current Creative Kickstart transfers. But what they also did is they brought back in limited supplies some of the previous year's Creative Kickstarts, and that's what this one was. This was last year's, so it came back out. It's available, so I feel free to be able to craft with it on a live because it's available to you. Two of the other transfers that were from last year's Creative Kickstart. This one, Work Hard, Snack Often, and Love You to the Fridge and Back. These two come together. This one is available, again, in limited quantities. And this one here, Blah, Blah, Blah Coffee and Love is Brewing. These three were last year's Creative Kickstarts, and they're back out. And not only are they available, they're on sale. So anyone can get them for 20% off. I can tell you retail prices because this is not my sale, it's Chalk Couture's sale. These are normally $14.99 each retail. So anyone can get them for 20% off, which would be just under $12, basically. $12 for these, which is a good deal. However, if you are a club member, if you are a member of Club Couture, 50% off. So you can get these for $7.49, $7.50. Awesome deal. So if you are a club member, jump online, take a look and see. There's some other ones too I don't have, but you can see online the ones that are on sale and get you some. And if you're not a club member, now might be a good time to sign up. If you want more information, just ask me.
Oh,
Okay.
you'll be glad.
Okay, I'll be glad. Yeah, blah, 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 blah.
That's what you've been doing. Blah, blah,
Okay,
blah.
let's see.
All kinds of
I know.
comments.
Okay. Let's see.
So,
See, Patty says I did a good job. Okay.
Because he removed it, but
Oh,
Ken said you did adequate. So good
I
for
did
you.
adequate. Well,
Did adequate.
I'm going to go with Cheryl because she said I did phenomenal.
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 Phenomenal. And then
Bon-
Cheryl bonks Ken on the knock.
Thank you. Thank you, Cheryl. Bill and Ken might be ganging up in
Hey,
cahoots, but
there's way-
Cheryl's my girl.
There needs to be more testosterone around here.
Yes, that's crazy. The cost of that. I know. So, okay. And Alana is here. Glad you're here. And Melissa. Yes, I know. Maybe when I start making a whole lot more money, I can see my way to paying expedited shipping, but not there yet. Okay. Okay, so tonight I'm gonna use some more of these transfers because they're 50% off. That's like better than after Christmas sale. And they're I'm already kind of burned out on Valentine's Day. So we're gonna take a little break from Valentine's Day. It'll be there. No problem. But the surface. I was thinking, okay, I think I want to do more than one of these. So I'm thinking of our double-sided surfaces. And the first one I thought of is this one that we did. We did this in the autumn and Christmas time. This is our spinning bistro sign. So it's a double-sided surface. It's reusable. So this is, because it's dried, it's smudge and budge proof, but I can take it off. And we did this. One side has a little autumn phrase, and on this side has a little Christmas phrase. And I thought, I could do that.
Oh, Ken, you're the man.
Enough talking. Let's get to chalking. All right. No talking, get to chalking. That sounds like another one. Hey, I saw a new name. What did I see?
You saw.
Oh, there we go. Shelby. Hello, Shelby. I don't recognize your name. Are you new? Welcome. Okay, so this is an option. This would work.
Oh, Cheryl says, "Welcome to the funny farm." What's that supposed to mean?
We have fun. Fun farm. Funny. Anyway, the only thing about this sign is you really need two vertical transfers to make this work, because it really doesn't unless you mounted it on the side anyway. So a possibility, I love this surface. You can spray paint it. Someday I think I'll do that, but for right now I'm going to leave it black. But then I thought, I have not shown you this surface yet. This is our board and pillar surface, and it is technically not two-sided, but we're going to make it two-sided. It separates. So it's got this little pillar with this little thumb screw here. And here's the surface. And it can go either vertical,
Portrait.
portrait or landscape, vertical or horizontal. Now, technically, it's not double-sided, but we're going to turn it into double-sided. So we're going to use this, and we're going to turn this into two sides, because I'm thinking about using this in my kitchen, and both sides might be seen. So I'm going to want two sides. What we did back at Christmas time, we had this kit that came out, the Countdown to Christmas, in this cute little house frame. And I hated to just pack this away and not be able to use it again for 11 more months. So again, not meant to be a double-sided surface, but I turned it around and I actually Mod Podged some scrapbook paper on here and chalked it. And so now this can be out all year round. Come December 1st, boop, I'm ready for Christmas. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing, same type of thing with this. We're gonna paint this side and turn it into a chalkable surface. Now this is meant to be reusable. This won't technically be reusable. If we wanted to chalk over it, we would either need to sand it down or paint over it if we wanted to replace what we put on this side. But this side, let me show you how we replace it. So he and I are under attack. Not seeing
That
Ken
was
on
because
here.
Alana
Okay.
said, why is she not seeing Ken?
Oh, he's in stealth mode.
He's in stealth mode. Smart man.
Well, welcome, Shelby. I had an aunt named Shelby. I love that name. It's not very common, is it? Or maybe you have found that it is common. But I love that name, Shelby. I had an aunt Shelby.
With a Shelby here in town.
Did you? I was always on the lookout for uncommon names because where I grew up, there were no other Robins. Anyway, let me show you. This is dried on here. I did this, I think last spring. One of the first things I did. This was a club transfer from long ago, so no longer available. And I am ready to replace it. So this is what I'm going to do. Smudge and budge proof. I'm going to take some water. This happens to be distilled, but it does not have to be distilled to do this. And I'm just going to spray it down because our chalks are water soluble. They're considered semi-permanent because you can take them off when you're ready to, but they don't just accidentally come off. So I'm going to let that water soak in just a bit. So how is everyone doing?
Well,
Tuesday
apparently
night.
they're doing great. If you weren't doing all the commercials at the beginning, you would have seen it.
Okay, well, catch me up.
They had a whole bunch of them in here.
Okay. Okay.
So-
I still see phenomenal.
I'm still going back
Okay.
down to there. So everybody's saying hi to everybody else on here, and then
I love
how you
that.
doing?
We're like a little family.
And
Okay, I've got the share. Wait, back up one, back up.
back up. She went to see the
Finally
doctor.
broke down and said, okay, what did you find out? Or are you still waiting? What's your life? So much fun. Oh, I'm glad you have fun.
And so Alana says, "How's everybody doing?" And Sister said, "Good," and you and
Shipping.
Said, much better, because she's getting over the COVID. She's on the tail end now.
Yes.
Hey,
good.
Alana, are you having any residual from it that you can tell at this point? John and Catherine are getting over it, and John really got beat up with it. He is just weak right now. He was saying he was having some problems when I talked to him today. I'm just wondering how you're doing.
Okay, Cheryl goes at 9. Okay, we'll continue to get caught up. The water has kind of sat on this for a minute or two. I don't know if you want to switch to overhead. I'm going to use my paste scraper. This is just it's not sharp, but it is has an edge to it. And it's firm plastic. If you didn't have one of these, I'm told you could use like an old gift card or credit card to do this. But I'm just going to take this. It's plastic, so it's not damaging my surface. And I'm just going to scrape that paste off. The water has softened it. And
Hi, Cynthia.
Hello,
First time
Cynthia.
here.
Welcome.
And excited to see what we're gonna do. So, we got like 3 new people on here.
Awesome.
Relatively. Tell us where you're from. What
I
state?
love having new people. We are really trying to get more viewers. So thank you so much for joining us. Okay, so I've got that top part scraped off. You can still see some of the letters. And I know you're thinking, yeah, that's not going to come off. Just you wait. Okay. So I'm going to take my paper towel and I'm just going to scoop up that scraped off paste, get it out of the way. And you can see there's some ghosting here. This is stuff that has kind of sunk down into the surface of the whiteboard, the blackboard surface. So I'm going to take I'm going to take my board eraser, which is like a magic eraser, but no chemicals. I'm going to spray it a little bit again and just give it a little bit of elbow grease. And I'm going to remove every bit of that paste. You won't see any evidence of it. Voila! Look at that. That is just one of the things I love about these products. The surfaces, many of the surfaces are specially designed to be reusable. And the chalk paste is water soluble, so I can remove it easily. And I don't have to, when I get tired of some decor or if it's out of season, I don't have to pack it away. I don't have to figure out what I'm going to do with it. I just redo it. So economically sound, right? Okay. Oh, something said sounds yummy. Ooh, creamy chicken tortilla soup. Ooh, you're going to have to make, you don't make creamy though. Although we add creamy to it when we do sour cream. But anyway, he makes a really mean chicken tortilla soup too.
And I use the Instant Pot to do it.
Okay, so my surface, perfectly clean, good to go. Now I'm also going to paint the back of this. I could also, like I did with the Christmas countdown, that was Mod Podge and some scrapbook paper. But this I'm just going to paint.
So, let me ask you, you're using a chalk paint.
Okay.
That means that it's water soluble.
Yeah, not nearly as well
If
as...
you were to use an enamel paint, I got a suspicion you could probably clean that surface with water.
Possibly. That is possible. But if I wax it, I can also kind of... Okay, so this is just chalk paint.
Marianne wants to know, do you sell the board?
Yes, in my shop, I sell the board. If you type surface, what does it say? Surface, surfaces.
And comment.
No, double. I put in double because both of these surfaces, you can use double-sided. That's what it says. So type in double and it'll take you to give you a link to my site, and I put both of these in a cart so you can take a look and compare them and continue shopping. Ooh, shrimp Alfredo.
Yeah,
I'm not
special.
I'm not real big on shrimp, but the Alfredo.
So tonight's services
is double.
Okay. Let's see, I'm going to copy these from the pin comment and put them in there.
Okay, so this is just chalk paint that I got this is Waverly brand. It probably got this at Joann's or Walmart. I can't remember. One store has one brand and one store has another brand. Waverly might be Walmart. Anyway, any good brand of chalk paint will work. I like chalk paint because it's highly pigmented. So it generally covers in one coat. It's also quick drying and it adheres really well to surfaces. Now there's going to be a little bit of a gap here because this backing, there's a gap in it, but that's okay. I think it will be fine. So I am painting off the board because I don't, although this is white, I don't know that they're the exact match. So I'm trying to not get any of this white on this side like I just did there, because it might not be an exact match.
Since we have new people on here, let me say, you type in the word double, the bot will actually send you a link in your messenger to a listing of the products. There's no commitment to it.
Oh, no, it's just,
it just lets you know what it is.
just information. Yeah, no obligation whatsoever. It's just some information. And also, if you comment more than one keyword, the bot limits you to one keyword. So if you end up doing 2 keywords, I will go back through the comments after the live, and I will send you any information that the bot won't. If that makes sense. Okay. So I've got that painted, and I'm just trying to get rid of some last minute little brush strokes. Okay, and you can kind of see where there's a gap, but I'm okay with that. I can maybe put a border of some ribbon or something in there if I want to.
Some extra.
Some extra. Okay, so I'm going to use my little quick dry tool.
If I can turn that brightness down.
And like I said, chalk paint, which I do not sell in my shop, dries pretty quickly. Where if you use, like he was talking, if you used acrylic or enamel paint, it might give you a smoother surface that you could remove chalk paste from, but you might have to do more than one coat. Anyway, I like using chalk paint. I have also found with acrylic paint, you kind of need to let it set and cure quite a while, like 24 hours, because it likes to, it doesn't really grab the surface below until it fully sets. And sometimes that takes a while. Okay. Now this, I'm actually thinking I might need to do a second coat. I can see a little bit of chalk couture under there. I'm going to dry this up. Okay, this is the longest part. Once I get to chalking, it'll go fast. I like the chalk paint too, yes. And we're going to do a project tomorrow. I'm going to be using some chalk paint also. You can use our chalk paste, and you can kind of thin it down, and it also works as a chalk paint, but it's a little pricier. So on a surface this size, it's a little more economical to just use the chalk paint. And like I said, I can see some little spots. So I think I'm going to give it another coat. And
I love watching paint dry.
Don't you though?
Me and Daisy.
It's quite the... Okay, so I'm going to get a little bit of water out of this. And I'm just going to brush over quickly. Second coat.
I will be right back.
You'll be right back. I was gonna say you're telling me because they're not even gonna know you're gone. They're gonna have to watch.
You have to change that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna go get something. He's probably gonna go get some chocolate cake, Alana. Alana posted a chocolate cake recipe on Facebook. And then all of a sudden, I have to make it. When are you going to make it? When are you going to make the chocolate cake? So today I made the chocolate cake. It was yummy. Well, it's still yummy. The 2 pieces we ate of it were yummy.
What do you think I'm going to go
That's what I figured. You're going to go get yourself some chocolate cake. What was it? Crazy cake? I forget what you called it. Although it doesn't require eggs, but we don't need recipes that don't have eggs. I'm sitting on about 4 dozen eggs right now that I need to get rid of. It was really good, Alana. Really good. Frosting and everything. I probably should have made it without the frosting, but nope, the recipe called for frosting. Okay, so drying this up, it's got its second coat. Called Crazy Cake. Yes. It takes vinegar, but only a teaspoon. I kind of thought a teaspoon of vinegar, that's not going to do much, but apparently, I guess it interacts with the baking powder and makes the cake rise. Because there are no eggs in it. So if you want the recipe, you need to hit up Alana. He can cut and paste it and send it to you. Okay. Just about dry. Uh-oh, he brought it. Oh, it's even got whipped cream on it. There we go. Well, don't give it to me. Here's the chocolate cake. The chocolate crazy cake. No, you're not. You know, there you go. Okay, so that's pretty good. I'm not going to chalk on this side just yet. I'm going to do the back side. So let me put down one of these because it's got a couple little spots that need to finish drying. Okay, there's not really a top or bottom. So what I was thinking of doing is, because mine is going to be seen from both sides, I think I want to do 2 of them that are both vertical. So that's what I'm going to do. And I like the blah, blah, blah coffee. And so I'm not going to do the Love is Brewing because they both need to be, they're both going to be seen, so they both need to be vertical. So I'm going to pair it up with Work Hard, Snack Often. So on this side, I'm going to do blah, blah, blah coffee. Because that's kind of how I feel in the morning. I don't know what you're saying. Blah, 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 blah. Give me my coffee.
Now
Okay.
we can only get the dogs to make it for you.
Okay. What I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to completely split these and not worry about the backer. When I have lots of little pieces, I don't like to cut them apart. I don't like to cut the backer apart. I've learned that through doing it. But for half a sheet, I will keep it that way. Okay, so blah, blah, blah coffee. And I'm going to put it vertically. And I'm going to get my fuzzing cloth. Now these surfaces, the reusable chalkboard surfaces from Chalk Couture do not need wax. But they do need some fuzzing because this is a brand new transfer. And so it's really sticky. But you'll notice how much screen there is. So all the part that is see-through is screen. So there's no sticky on that. The only place where there's sticky is where you see green. So there's not a lot to stick to this surface. And I'm just going to
Hey, Fran joined us. Hi,
Hey,
Fran.
Fran.
Haven't seen you in a little bit.
Okay. Alana, if you want, I can post it in the VIP group. But to see it, you'd have to be a VIP member, which is not a bad thing. Okay. So I've got that centered. I'm pushing out any air bubbles and pushing down where it is adhesive.
Well, I'm glad I put whipped cream on it because the dogs both want some.
Don't give
but I
them the
can't give 'em
chocolate.
the chocolate, so they're getting,
Although
they're
they-
getting whipped cream.
Although they have survived chocolate in the
Oh,
past.
boy,
You know
they
what?
have.
I never.
That's
You
something
know
I'm
what? I never.
Push on them, but still.
Yeah, we had these lovely doggos get into some Hershey's minis, not miniature, not kisses, but the little mini candy bars. And I have no idea how many they ate, and so we were on watch to see if they were going to get sick, or they didn't. They survived, and they ate quite a few of our candy
I
bars.
remember Duke was bouncing off the wall.
Oh yes, they were hyper. That was probably 4 years ago. Okay, so I'm going to chalk this. I'm going to be fancy, and I'm going to do Shimmer Copper. I haven't used Shimmer Copper in a while. So this is our Chalkology paste. It is chalk in paste form, and our shimmers have little microscopic mica flakes in them. And when they sit for a while, those flakes can kind of settle. So I'm just going to give it a quick stir to make sure everything is all mixed up.
Push it forward a little. There you go.
It's a good consistency. It's the consistency of like sour cream or, Greek yogurt. Okay, so this is going to be all one color, all this Shimmer Copper. So I'm going to get some chalk paste on my squeegee, and I'm just going to drag it across that screen. Super easy. I think it's gonna look so pretty with all that copper, like a copper mug. I think copper is my favorite metal color. Okay, so I'm scraping off any excess and putting it back in my container because I can use that again. And I'm going to keep that out, and we're going to reveal it. If this doesn't make your heart go thump thump, I don't know about you. So I'm going to peel it up slowly. So if I've missed anything, I can lay it right back down.
Hey, it looks like Ken. Blah, blah, blah. Coffee.
Woohoo. Okay, so peel that off. Ooh, I love it. I love that color. I love that color up against the black.
You know, I hate to say it, but you know what that needs?
What does that
That
need?
needs like little heat waves coming off of it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yep. Well,
That looks good, baby.
okay, so I'm not quite ready to clean this yet, so I'm just going to spray it with water so that paste doesn't completely dry. It will make cleanup easier if I do that. So I'm done with the copper.
Hey, thanks, Ken.
So I'm going to put the lid back on, clean up as I go, because I don't do that in my own home. I just do it. I just do it.
Sister says
On live.
beautiful.
Here.
Patty says love it. Sister says love. Shimmer Copper above my coffee bar. I love it.
Yeah.
They have lit it, but you know how that goes. And Alana says nice, so apparently.
Thank you for the stars,
Holy
Ken.
Alana.
Only nice from Alana. Don't be giving her a hard time. Okay, so I'm going to give this a quick dry just so I don't accidentally smudge it. The shimmers take just slightly longer to dry than the regular pastes, but again, does not take very long. Now, because it's not flat up against the surface, I can turn it over and it's not going to get scratched. But I am going to make sure I've got the top up. Okay, so
Don, you're absolutely right. It's a good contrast. That shimmer on the black is fabulous.
Yes, and you probably can't really see.
It shows up. Let me get back to that one.
Yeah.
There you go. It shows. Tip it again.
Okay, you can.
Well,
yeah, it's hard. It's hard for you to see the shimmer. You kind of need to see it in person. It's not like glitter, but it's a shimmer. Okay, so let's turn this over. Now, I've painted this.
Call it shimmer.
I would guess so. So I painted this, and I'm going to just quickly, because when you paint something, you kind of raise the grain. So I'm just going to quickly give it a quick sand.
Lana says, hey, I gave you a cake recipe. What else do you want? You're a funny girl.
Mm-hmm. And I'm actually going to kind of, well, I don't think it'll distress the edges too much because it was white under there. Okay, so I've got that smooth. I'm going to wipe off any sawdust. Okay, and because I just painted it and it's a wood surface, I'm going to wax this. So I'm going to get out my surface wax. I sell this in my shop. You could also use just paste wax like you get at the hardware store, but that smells really bad. This has little to no odor. I still smell coconut. Okay, so I'm going to use just a microfiber towel and a little bit of the surface wax, and I'm just going to go over this. This does two things. It protects the surface because I'm going to put a sticky transfer on it. So I kind of need a barrier so that that stickiness doesn't grab onto the paint and pull it off. It also helps to kind of fill in some of those grooves that the grain make. So there's less likely a chance of bleeding. And it also protects my transfer, so I'm not picking up paint and making a cleaning mess. So I put the wax on and then I buff it off, because too much wax will interfere with how your paste adheres. And I'm going to do something I've seen done before, and I don't usually do it. It kind of helps to make sure you've got the right amount of wax. Is I put it on. They recommend that you let it kind of soak in for 15 minutes. Well, you don't want to sit around and watch that. So I'm just going to take my quick dry tool and just slightly warm up that wax and then buff it again. Put it over my own coffee oven. Hey, did you get the transfer, Alana? Because if you don't, you can't buy it in your back office. I'll have to tell you how, if you don't already know, I'll have to tell you how designers can buy this, because it's not available to designers. You have to go in as a customer. Okay, so I just warmed that up slightly, and I'm going to give it one more buffing. And then I'm going to be smart, and I'm going to double check which side is up. Live video interrupted.
You know, that's
not
strange,
good.
because yours got interrupted and mine is not. Because I'm watching yours on the screen, I'm watching mine down here.
Okay.
Listening to mine
So,
doesn't get interrupted.
Nice and smooth. I can feel I've got a little wax, but not so much that it's tacky. Okay, this side up, this side up. And what did I say I was going to use? Work hard, snack often. Okay, and that over here. And let me see, where's my fuzzing towel? If you don't have a fuzz cloth, this is an official fuzz cloth, but there's nothing magical about it other than it's in teal. It's in couture teal.
It's so pretty.
Actually, they are out of stock right now. Even if you did want to buy one, you couldn't right now. But you can just use any towel, preferably not something that's got a big loop that gets lots of fuzz. But we're just getting a little bit of fuzz on that surface. And I'm going to place it there, centered, and I'm going to push it down, especially on that wood, because it's, by nature, it's a little bit of an uneven surface. You know, I wasn't going to use more of that copper, but I'm thinking these little splashy marks ought to be in copper. Okay, what I thought I would do is, because my decorating colors in this house are a sage and black and wood tones. Sage and black. So I was going to do this in sage and black, but I think I'm going to do those little splashies in the copper. What do we think?
I didn't know splashies was a technical term.
Splashies. Okay, so I think I will do work and snack in the sage, hard and often in the black, and then splashies with the copper. Okay, and I'm going to start with the copper because I get a little extra drying time with the shimmers, because I don't want my paste to dry in the screen. If I take too long and the paste dries, when I go to pull it up, it will pull up with the screen, and you don't want that. You want it to adhere to the surface. Okay, so I've got my copper. What did I say? Green on work and snack. And I'm going to get a little stir stick, and I'm going to stir this up a bit. It's been a while since I've used it.
And if you have to do that, you didn't have to do it on the black, did you?
I
need
haven't used the black.
What you're seeing.
Oh, okay.
You're off screen when you do that.
Okay. It just looked a little
lumpy.
Not perfectly smooth. Maybe a little moisture separated. Okay.
Well, I don't have a failure on that.
Okay. And
you're absolutely right, Cheryl. It is one of those technical terms.
Yes, and it seems a little dry, so I'm going to do paste and peel. So I pasted. Now I'm going to just peel up the section that I just pasted. So I'm releasing it from the screen. I'm just going to give it a quick dry. And I'm going to lay that back down. I'm not going to push on that. I'm only going to push on where I have not yet chalked. Okay, so this doesn't need any stirring. This is all nice and smooth. Okay, I'm going to use, this is our mini squeegee. It's about an inch, little over an inch wide. And sometimes when the spots are a little bit smaller, I like to cut them in half so I have a little smaller of a squeegee to work with. But I feel like I have a little more control over it. Some people don't need that. Some people are perfectly in control. Good for you. Okay.
Sissa says sage is a pretty color.
Yes, I do. Okay, so let's continue with paste and pull. Although I'm not feeling like that black is drying, but okay. And then push back down just where I still need to paste, not where I have already pasted. I'm going to go back to the sage. And chalk that word snack. So I don't think I mentioned our pastes are semi-permanent. When they're dry, they're smudge and budge proof. You saw that on the other side of this surface that I removed. Before I sprayed it with water, it wasn't going anywhere. But it is meant to be removable when you're ready to remove it. So you just need a little moisture and a little elbow grease. Mm-hmm. They are non-toxic. Some of those, I know they sell chalk, what they call chalk paste in craft stores. But I haven't bought any, but I have heard from others that if you look closely at the fine print on those chalk pastes, they recommend that you be at least 14 years old to use them. I guess because of whatever chemicals or whatever are in those. These are fine. Kids can use them. Non-toxic, made out of all natural ingredients, whatever they make chalk out of. Is that clay or something? I don't know. Okay, so chalk that up. Okay, and let's lift it. Check my fingers. Let's lift it. Woohoo! There we go. That looks gray on the screen. That looks like there's absolutely no color on the screen. Is that what it looks like on your screens? It looks gray.
It looks gray on this one. I'm thinking it's that camera. It's that camera. That's why we're not using that camera out front.
Okay.
It
Hopefully.
colors on me.
Hopefully it doesn't look. Yeah, it looks gray on. Well, it's not gray. It is. There.
Here, let's go forward with it.
Oh no, that.
Go forward with it.
As I'm going up,
Yeah.
he says, "Go forward."
There you
Okay,
go.
so that's still not the great color, but it's green and black and some copper. So pretty. Okay, let
It
me
actually
clean
is a
up
sage
here.
color.
It is. Okay, so I'm all cleaned up. I'm going to give this a final dry. While that's finishing drying, I'm going to clean my transfers so you can see how that's done. That's an important part. Is these are guaranteed to be reused 10 to 12 times by the company as long as you clean them up appropriately, correctly, and quickly. Don't let them sit for a month like some people have done. Okay. So let me show you how to clean them. Super easy. I started with just some water. Of course, if you're near a sink, that's actually the best way to clean them, is to just run some cool water over them and use your board eraser and clean them up. But if I see Duke and Daisy at the end of your presentation, oh, you dogs ready to be on camera? Okay, and then I start with a paper towel to get the bulk of that paste off. Because that is now something I don't have to clean up with my board eraser. Next, I get out my board eraser. This one, I think this is a used one. It's pretty well used. So I think it's time to replace it. This is a new one. So I'm going to use the new one. And I've got a little container of water over here. And I'm just soaking it, wringing it out. And now I'm just using this to clean up the paste off the front. My goal is to get all of the paste out of the screen. The screen is where the magic happens. That's where the paste goes through. So that needs to be clean. Some of our pastes are really highly pigmented in color and they will stain this green part. No problem at all. That doesn't affect how well they're used. And I'm going to turn it over because some of the paste kind of seeps out onto the back. So again, cleaning that screen, getting off any of that fuzz or lint that we put on the back. And I recommend that you let them air dry. You could, if you were in a hurry, if you needed to reuse them, again, you could dry them off quickly with a paper towel. But don't once the sticky side gets dry, don't spend too much time with paper on that because that will start to adhere. But otherwise, just let them dry, air dry, and then take your backer paper, shiny side to the sticky side, press it down, make sure there's no wrinkles, and store them away in their little packages, and they're good to go for the next time. Okay, so here's my sign. I've got work hard, snack often, and I'm thinking this looks pretty boring. I'm thinking I might need some ribbon to go over that, and that would actually cover up.
Do you happen to have any ribbon?
I have ribbon. I don't have it here. So
where is it?
Do you mind doing the song and dance for
song and dance?
It's over there, and I'm gonna find some ribbon. So I'll be right back.
And hold on here. Let's see if I can do what I need to do here.
Oh, to get your 200 stars?
Yeah. Come here, Duke. Come here, buddy. Oh, there's my big boy. Hold on, buddy. Don't get too excited. Okay, here's Duke. Say hello, Duke. Climb on Mama's table. There's my big Duke. Turn her over here. Look over here. Look how cute that dog is. He's such a cutie. That's my Duke. Oh, look, you got it. No. Oh, don't tell Mom. Don't tell Mom. Come here, Daisy. Come here, Daisy. I don't know if I can get Daisy up there or not. She's a tub. Come here, beautiful. Oh, here's my beautiful Daisy. And that's her bum knee right there. She doesn't put any weight on it. She can have that poor girl is going to have a problem there. There you go. Say hi, Daisy. She's my sweetheart. Isn't she cute? She's my pretty girl.
You're on the table.
Oh, I'm going to put her down.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I don't want her to put her on that leg. Down you go, baby. Okay, let's go get on the pillows. Go on your place. Go on your place.
Wasn't that fun? Okay, I thought I had some more narrow buffalo check, but I don't. So let's see. Let's see if one of these will work. And if they do, I'm gonna need my.
Okay, so Cheryl said sage gingham would be very pretty.
Well, I don't have sage gingham, but I have. Okay, got my glue gun going. I have some kind of a sagey green burlap. It doesn't look super vibrant for you. But it's slightly darker than this sage. That really looks gray. Okay, so I've got that, or I've got this that I think it's too wide, but I could cut it in half. Woohoo!
By the way, dogs, Libby says hi.
Okay. Or I've got the black and white gingham. Maybe that's not too wide. What do you think? Okay, tell me what you think. I've got the black and white gingham, or I've got this sagey green, kind of a burlap. It really looks gray on that picture. I'm sorry,
All right.
but it really is a pretty
I've
green.
had it with you.
It really is a pretty green, but at least they both look gray. Okay, so what do we think? Okay,
So-
Marianne says black and white. Sissa says the burlap. Any other votes? Speak now. Okay, Dawn says she likes the sage.
I don't know if that's doing it or not.
Okay, black and white,
There you go.
sage,
There's
black
got
and
some
white,
color to
green
it.
over the check, green over the check. Well, then it just looks
You'd have
black.
to split it down, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Okay, so that would be a good idea, but all it leaves is the black. Okay. You know what? Okay, so I'm kind of seeing it split. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the sage on this side, and then I'm going to put a bow around the base, and I will do that. I have some big black and white check. So how about that? Happy medium. Okay. So is that warmed up yet? Not yet. Not yet. So we will wait just a second.
So since it likes the color now, which, yeah, it does look better,
Yeah.
move it all to your right a little bit.
Does that look? It
Yeah.
still look well. It looks kind of green gray. It does not look nearly that
It's not
gray in
really
real
safe, but
life.
They're seeing more color now,
Yeah.
but split the green. Well,
Split the
how,
greens.
how long do you want to be here, Cheryl? Anyway, so it's not where we normally set it, but you know what? If that's what we need to do for color, I'll figure out why it changed colors on
Okay.
this.
Well, I'm waiting for my glue gun to heat up. I'm just going to trim that. I don't know where I got this. It says the Ribbon Boutique, Oklahoma City, Hobby Lobby. Okay, so I got this at Hobby Lobby. This I got at Joann's or Walmart, Offray.
Is that the one you got when we got those four? No, that was
We got a bunch of them. I
got
have
a
a bunch.
bunch
I
of
have a bunch.
cheap
I forget
ones.
what we got them for.
we got them
But-
really cheap.
This is what, well, I know what I can do. Okay. I got this. Oh no, that was at Joann's where we got, I had a coupon for like a $10 rewards coupon, and all of their ribbon was buy one, get three free or something ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. It was good.
So I think I paid like $5 for 4 great big rolls. So this is going to be, I'm going to use this on the stand. So let me see. While that's heating up, I'm not going to do a super fancy bow. I'm just going to do like a shoelace bow. Okay. What do you think of that?
I think that looks fabulous.
Because I'm not
marvelous.
I'm not a super big bow person.
Marvelous, I tell you.
Marvelous. That's one of our colors. Okay, so let me trim that. And I can smell that glue gun heating up.
You're not using your Ryobi?
I'm not.
The other one.
It's because I'd have to bend down and get it. Okay.
I would be happy to
So-
come over and get it for you, babe.
That's right. No, it's just right down there. Okay. So I'm going to trim that up. Ooh. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Ken.
200 for D&D and 50 for Bill and 250 for Robin. I don't know.
Okay, how's that?
I'm only worth 50.
Well, okay, now I think that is hot enough. So, but almost out of the stick. So I'm going to get one on standby, and I'm just going to use that gap as my guide. Come on, get to going. Maybe it's, there we go. So maybe it's not hot enough. Ooh, that's too much. Let's kind of thin that out. Put that right up against the edge. Okay, don't burn yourself. Push that down. I like that. I like it.
I've never seen that before. It's got hands clapping.
Huh.
Thing.
That's
Pretty soon. 500. Well, dogs, you guys earned Mama some.
Woohoo! You're gonna have to buy them some BONES.
We're gonna buy Daisy a new knee.
Yeah, that's true.
That's gonna happen on February 1st, I'm hoping.
First or second, one of those 2 days.
Hmm?
First or second, one of those 2 days. Tuesday, whatever that Tuesday is.
Jeez, my sweet girl.
Okay. I like that ribbon.
Second is on Wednesday, but the first is Tuesday.
Okay, so it's the first.
Oh, boy. I gotta get back to it.
Okay.
All right. I think I'm back in.
Okay, I like that. That makes it look a little bit more finished.
Let me go over the top there. I have been slacking on my job. I think
That's why you got 50.
Slacking over here.
Yeah, no take backs.
Sissa says, looking good.
I like it. Okay, almost done. Okay. Looks good. Oh, you know what? I need everyone's opinion. How many people do I have? I have 11 people. Okay, so I need some opinions. I am in the process. I'm also waiting for Amazon, UPS to cooperate. We've had a lot of delays with our UPS. I'm not bashing UPS, but we have had weather and we have had icy roads and icy mountain roads.
And they've had a couple major highways closed up here for a
And
while.
so we've had notice that some of our Amazon deliveries have been out for delivery for several days and they just don't make it because there's something keeping the UPS guy. So as soon as I get a couple of more supplies, I'm putting together some little mini kits for Valentine's Day. So I have a question. I ordered some little wooden hearts. So what I want to do is I want to punch a hole in them so that they can be hung. But I'm debating whether to poke the hole right there in the center, on the top, of course, but in the center where the two parts of the heart go down, or whether I want it off to the side and it kind of hangs sideways. So let me know whether you think center or side. And then I'm going to put together some kits, and yeah, I get it, Patty. So tell me what you think. If you were to get one of these kits, would you rather have the hole punched in the middle here or the side?
Now, just had a question. Why are you punching the hole and not into it?
Because they might not have a hole punch that goes through the wood. I have a handy dandy hole punch. Do some each way, but then I have to ask. Well, what do you want? Do you want the middle or do you want the side, or else they just get random? And
Tammy
I just
says she likes the side.
Okay, side is, Marianne says side is different. They do side. I think it still looks kind of cute. It still looks like a heart. Okay, offer both options. I could do that. Middle. Ken says middle. Okay, let me put this together. So I can put it this way, and it's a little bit tighter because of that ribbon.
I was going to warn you about that.
Yeah.
I figured you got to screw it, should loosen it up.
Well, it's a good
So
fit in
tight.
there. Yeah.
You got to get your structural engineer to help you.
Maybe. Yeah, I just need to
I can get a
monkey
big
it in
hammer.
there. Yeah.
That'll work for right now.
Okay. So it's a little bit off center. Okay. So here is the blah 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 coffee side.
Blah, blah,
Blah
blah.
blah blah coffee
Blah, blah,
side.
blah.
And then I can quickly just spin that ribbon around, and here's the work hard, snack often side. So it can be seen from both, or I could just,
Or you
Have
could
both
put it
of
on
them.
a motorized thing. Did you?
oh, I do have one of those, a spinner.
You do it your Christmas tree.
There you go. Okay, so cute little sign for your kitchen. I hope you liked it. I hope you, if you're interested in any of these transfers, if you're interested in them, go get them, because things are going out of stock. In fact, usually we get notice when things are low quantity, and we can adjust accordingly. But we had a transfer that I was going to use tomorrow, and boom, it's retired. It's gone, and we got no notice. So if you see something you like, don't hesitate, because we never know when they're going to go out of stock, and then you can't get them, and then everybody's sad. So if you like either of these sets, type in the word Kickstart, and it shows you the transfers that they're bringing back on sale.
I'm getting there, Ken. I'm getting there. She's still spieling.
Blah, blah, blah. And again, they're 20% off for everybody, but if you are a club member, you get them for 50% off, which is just awesome. And club members get $4.95 flat rate shipping. So you might want to become a club member, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, there's also the new Creative Kickstart transfers in there, and there's a way that you can earn. You're not earning them for free. You can get them for free if there's two transfers and an accessory kit. If you spend $60, you get one transfer free. If you spend $75, you get both transfers for free. And if you spend $90, you get both transfers and the accessory kit free. So if you purchased before, you know it's not hard to spend $90 in chalk stuff. So if it's something, if you're thinking about placing an order, you might want to get the add-on for the freebies anyway. Okay, that's enough. You're a clubbed member. You ought to be. You ought to be. It makes me want to make coffee, but it's too late for that. I know. I have my coffee, and it's not unleaded, so I might be up for a while, but I have stuff I have to get done.
Okay,
So,
is it time yet?
It's time. It's time.
That's so cute.
There he goes. That's so cute. Can beat you to it, but that's okay. He's not trying to get a word in edgewise. Okay. So
Oh, it just goes on and
goes
on.
on and on and on. Okay. So let me pose for my
Well, why are you doing that? Well,
I don't
Are
know.
you done? Are you done? With
I
all your
think
spiel
I'm
and-
done.
And yapping?
And then I'm gonna do this side just in case this looks better. I'm gonna get that bow around there.
Say goodbye, Robin.
Not yet.
Not yet?
Okay. So if you want to join our email list, type email. We'll get you signed
we need
up.
more people on the email.
Okay. Anyway, thanks for sticking with us. All 12 of you. Awesome. Those are big numbers for us. So thanks again. We'll be back on tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. We're being shared into Craft Round the Clock. And I have a fun little Dollar Tree surface and Valentine's little project that I think you'll like. So come join us and good night. See you all tomorrow.